I've been on IvyRx for about 3 months now, and I've got real thoughts. The medication did what I hoped it would, but the shipping definitely tested my patience more than once. And if you've seen their ads or scrolled their site but aren't decided yet, I get the hesitation. I kept wondering if it was legit or just another sketchy telehealth setup. Now, I'll get into that shipping mess that I mentioned in just a second, but if you do try it, use the link below. It'll get you the best price, and I honestly didn't even know that at first. But so I decided to sign up on a Tuesday night around like 10 p.m. because I just couldn't sleep and I was just scrolling. The intake was pretty straightforward though and took me maybe 15 minutes. It asked about my weight history, medications I'm on, and health conditions. I already got approved the next day by early afternoon. They emailed me saying my prescription was being sent to their compounding pharmacy and I'd get the tracking number soon. That first order came pretty fast, like 5 days later, maybe. It showed up in a box with cold packs, and the vial was still cold when I opened it. So that was good. I put it straight into the fridge like the instructions said to. It also came with alcohol wipes and needles in those little individual packages. The first injection had me genuinely nervous because I've never injected myself with anything before. I kept staring at my stomach trying to figure out where exactly to do it. And ended up looking at some videos with instructions online. But once I did do it, it was way easier than I expected. The needle was tiny, so you barely feel it, and the whole thing took maybe 10 seconds. I did it in the lower part of my abdomen, kind of on the side. Within like 2 days, I noticed I just wasn't that hungry. Not in a sick way and not like I felt gross, I just didn't have the constant pull to go find food every few hours. I'd been working and suddenly realized it was 2 p.m. and I hadn't even thought about lunch. And by the end of week one, I was eating half portions without really trying. I'd order food, eat half, and genuinely feel done, which is not normal for me at all. I'm usually the type who finishes everything and then goes back for seconds. Now, I did have some nausea around days 4 and 5, mostly in the mornings. It was like I was going to throw up, just a little queasy when I woke up. It went away after the first week once my body adjusted, and I also started drinking more water, which I think helped a lot. I needed that. But the weight started coming off in week two. I stepped on the scale and I was down about 4 pounds. And by the end of the first month, I dropped about 9 pounds in total. Now, I wasn't doing anything crazy different either. No new workout routine. I was just naturally eating less because the appetite suppression was pretty strong. My energy was actually pretty good too. I thought I'd feel tired or sluggish still, but actually I felt mostly normal, even a little clearer during the day. Not having those post lunch energy crashes anymore was a bigger deal than I expected. But now here's why Ivory RX got annoying. When I went to reorder my second vial after about 5 weeks, it took like 2 weeks to show up. They sent me a shipping notification pretty fast, but then the tracking just sat there and didn't move for a week. I reached out to customer service and got pretty generic responses saying they'd look into it, but nothing really happened. And I ended up running out of my first vial. I went a couple of days without my medication, and I could feel the change on the second day. My appetite came back pretty fast, and I was hungrier again, snacking at night, eating full portions. The gap honestly messed with me a little because it made me realize how much consistency matters. But now, when the second file finally showed up, I got back on track and everything leveled out again. But that experience made it really clear that I needed to plan ahead a little more and rely less on the service working perfectly each time. Their third order was better and came in about a week, so it just was kind of inconsistent that time. I also thought the provider would check in with me more, but there's no membership fee or anything. And it feels more like you're just buying the medication and that's it. If I wanted to ask about dosing or timing, I had to message through their portal and wait for someone to get back to me, which sometimes took about a day. So it's not really a full clinic experience. It's more like a fulfillment, get approved, get shipped meds, and you're mostly doing your own thing after that. The medication itself has been solid for me though. The appetite suppression is real, and the weight loss has been real for me too. I'm down about 18 pounds now over 3 months, and I feel better in my clothes, got more energy, and way less brain fog and distraction because I'm not constantly thinking about food. But you do have to be okay with the fact that shipping might get delayed sometimes. And if you do prefer a lot of support or constant check ins, it might feel frustrating and not like the right service for you. But if you're going to try IvyRx, click the link below right now. It's the easiest way to get started and lock in the best price.